With the newest episode of What If showing off Thanos a bit nicer than we're used to, with a lot less murder and genocide, I thought it'd be fun to take a look at another What If moment. We were shown what he would have been like as a Ravager, but what would Thanos be like as an Avenger? Well, there's a comic that covers just that. The Abomination has his hands clenched around Captain America's throat, the Falcon version of Cap, since this took place in 2017. All around him, the bodies of defeated Avengers lay near death. Thor, Hercules, Spider-Man, and Wasp, all beyond hope. He's about to choke the last breath out of Sam Wilson when suddenly, from behind a pile of wreckage and New York City fire trucks, the Avengers arrive. And shouting, "Avengers Assemble," is none other than Thanos. Leading Earth's mightiest heroes into battle, the Mad Titan does a superhero landing right in front of Blonsky. Abomination turns his attention to Thanos and tosses Sam to the side. Thanos orders his comrades around, telling Daredevil, Ironheart, Miss Marvel, and Vision to take care of the wounded and make sure no other civilians get hurt. Turning to greet Sam, Thanos doesn't notice that Abomination is running right towards him. Blonsky lets out an arrogant threat, "The champion of Titan! I was wondering when you would show," but Thanos couldn't care less. He summons energy into his right hand and blasts Abomination with a single outstretched palm, and he says one of the most uncharacteristic things that has ever come out of Thanos' mouth. "No one harms Thanos' friends." Abomination, along with every vehicle in the street, were sent flying. With Abomination now flat on his back in an asphalt crater, Thanos leaps into the air and punches him square in the face. In 2 moves, Thanos completely defeated the one being who literally almost destroyed Harlem in the MCU. After trading a few lighthearted words with his fellow Avengers, Thanos heads back to headquarters to see the rest of the global and interstellar operations. Besides seeing his awesome superpowers in use for the good guys, it's really interesting to see Thanos express empathy, and not only that, to express weakness. When talking to his fellow Avengers, they repeatedly ask if he's okay or if anything's bothering him, and it's in those moments that we see Thanos unlike any other in the comics or films so far. Even stranger than watching the Mad Titan punch a fellow supervillain in the face is watching the Titan kinda pathetically say, "Yes, I believe I am," when Sam Wilson asks whether or not he's okay. Now, unfortunately, the events from this period when Thanos was the leader of the Avengers aren't actually real. They're not even from an alternate reality, although I'm sure there is a reality somewhere in the Marvel multiverse where Thanos is actually the leader of the Avengers. No. Instead, this is part of a trial. Thanos traveled to a place called the God Quarry and had to face a fight for his soul. If he were to overcome it, he would be gifted with powers that would rival the Phoenix Force. If he failed, he would be turned to stone. The God Quarry decided that a fitting challenge for Thanos would be to offer him peace of mind, the adulation of the galaxy, and control, all things that he would receive if he were the leader of the Avengers. But when Thanos figured out that everything was simply an illusion, he smashed Sam Wilson's head between his hands, then went on to murder every member of the Avengers. It was only for a brief moment that we got to see Thanos be good, and even if it was just all in his head, it was still pretty awesome.